Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Splash Pages. It's news time, everybody. Hit it.
Drew's News. Exciting tales, fresh comic views. In the pages, heroes fly, villains plot under the sky. From Gotham's dark to Metropolis views, we cover stories old and new. Drew's News. Your daily source for comic clues. Join the fun, it's a heroic cruise in the world of Drew's Comic News.
You really got to start saying punch it, Chewy, you know?
Punch it, Chewy. Hey, everybody, welcome to the news. It's Monday. It's news time. So let's get it kicking with my fresh guy, Leo, and the gothy babe, Gary. Yeah.
Ooh.
Hey, everybody.
I thought the squirrel had a tie on. I was like, the hell? And I was like, no, it's booze. All right.
He's drinking fancy.
All right, that's fair. All right. So everybody, as you know, in the 80s, we had a lot going on with Chris Claremont's run of the X-Men. And one of those particular moments took the Merry Mutants down under. That's the Outback era, which we're seeing a return to with X-Men Outback this June. Steve Orlando is killing on Sorcerer Supreme, and artist Stephen Segovia, who was slaying it on Hellions previously, are revealing an all-new saga set during the iconic X-Men Outback era, which is a 5-issue retro limited series that will, of course, have covers by the great Russell Dauterman, who, of course, has been his work on Thor needs no introduction, nor any of his variant covers. For those who don't remember this time, journey back to a time when the public believes Storm, Wolverine, Rogue, Colossus, Dazzler, Havoc, Psylocke, and Longshot were dead. Okay, but no, this wasn't a spell done by Doctor Strange. I don't remember exactly how it happened. It's been a long time. But from the shadows, these X-Men protected humanity from their Australian headquarters. But why did the team choose the Outback as their home base? How did tensions between them almost tear the team apart? And which of their own enemies threatened to expose their secret? This is on sale June 24th. So this is the latest in the quote-unquote retro series. So think how Chris Claremont always finds a little moment in time to do a 4-issue miniseries about one moment and in his long run, similar to hits like Psylocke Ninja or Emma Frost the White Queen, which concluded last year. So, this is really interesting. Plus, on top of it, it sounds like the writer, Steve Orlando, is a huge fan. Apparently, this era of X-Men was the first place he met the X-Men on the page, that he just loved the tension, the struggle to create a new life, the personalities. It was just a bold era. And then he loves the fact he's getting to work on it. That the team is amazing. They're just cooking up great stories, celebrating and elevating the era. And so we got that there. By Russell Dauterman, which is gorgeous. And then you have a gorgeous foil variant cover by Kare Andrew that is just peak 90s beauty. He just does such great work with this stuff.
That on foil is going to be amazing.
Agreed.
I'd want a foil virgin variant of that, because that as a virgin cover would be... Oh.
I know. I swear, I think all this has made Carrie a low-key Storm fan.
So
I share hair issues.
First, they do. It's been like just they're digging back into the past for a bunch of stuff. First, it was Krakoa, and now it's the Outback.
Well,
both were.
And then on top of it, remember Claremont already did like a 4-issue miniseries. I think it was called Wolverine Deep Cut, where it was talking about Wolverine, like things he was doing during a particular time, during that time, some sort of moment in time. So I think he did that. And then, like I said, there've been other little minis that are in between. It's the equivalent of Rogue One filling in gaps. Here are stories in that era that we didn't get to tell, but like, hey kids, did you wonder what was going on behind the scenes there? You were? Well, here you go. So, like I said, that's going to be coming out June of this year. So,
okay.
What do you think you'll have to say about it at Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, go for it, Carrie.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say, what do you think Chris will have to say about it at Trivicon this year? I mean,
Don't even
like
get me
we know
started.
his reaction to Krakoa, but
Don't even get me started.
so
It'll be a 3-hour monologue that'll end with, and that's why you don't put mayo on a Skittles sandwich.
Yeah.
And I'll be like,
if you're a Walt Simonson, Chris Claremont fan,
no, you can't. No. You're not
Go
allowed to
check
be in the
out-
same room as him again. I think that
I
man
know.
will forever hold a grudge. So, he's pretty good. His memory's still pretty good. All right. So what's next?
Well, yeah, I was just going to say, go back and
Nope.
check our coverage of Terrificon. His panels, they're awesome.
Yes.
Okay. Next up, you have.
Oh yes, this is my sad moment. So as we know, the current Marvel universe, the Ultimate Universe, is wrapping up, but it will forever be remembered. So originally in April, just before the release of Ultimate Endgame issue 5, I do believe that's been pushed back a little bit. Marvel will be rolling out 24 of what's called Ultimate Farewell variants. Now, these are going to be appearing across select mainstream Marvel titles and calling out silent heroes, moments from the Ultimate line. And this comes from a mix of the people who helped shape it, like Peach Momoko, David Messina, Phil Noto, to name a few, regarding their reinterpretations of this reimagined universe. So this is, again, celebrating 2 years of just great comics. So what we have there, we're going to go one by one because there are 24 that have been announced. We only have 4 covers for 14. So if you like what you're seeing, I would stay tuned for more. So first up, you've got Amazing Spider-Man 26. That's the cover by R.B. Silva with Peter Parker and Mary Jane. The next, you have Amazing Spider-Man issue 27's variant by David Messina with Gwen Stacy and Mysterio. You have one of my personal favorites, Ultimate Black Cat. Her farewell cover for Black Cat number 9 is by Pierre Perez. Gorgeous. Both the character and the cover. Then you have Captain America issue 9. That farewell cover is by the great Phil Noto. And then next you have Iron Man issue 4, the Ultimate Farewell cover by In-Hyuk Lee. Following that is Infernal Hulk issue 6, which is the Ultimate Farewell variant by Von Ramdahl. Next, you have Magic and Colossus. That's their Ultimate Farewell cover by Megan Hetrick. Following that, you have Planet She-Hulk Ultimate Farewell cover by Mateus Manahinini. Then you have the wonderful and beautiful Storm, Earth's Mightiest Mutant Ultimate Farewell cover by Betsy Cola. Then you have the Mortal Thor Ultimate Farewell variant by Sergio Davila. You have Wolverine, Web of Venom Ultimate Farewell cover by Netho Diaz. You have the Wolverine issue 18 Ultimate Farewell cover by Domenico Carbone. You have the Web of Venom issue 1 Ultimate Farewell cover by Netho Diaz.
Yeah, and just a correction, the other one was Venom, I think 256.
Yes, my apologies. That's Web of Venom issue 1. The other one was Venom 256. That's right. And that was by Dooley. So, yep. And then last, you have their X-Men issue 28. That's the Ultimate Farewell variant by the writer-creator Peach Momoko. So there are other covers there that we don't have the images for, but you'll see work by, again, Peach Momoko, Stefano Caselli, Juan Frigeri, Alessandro Cappuccio, and a few TBD artists, Carlos Nieto, Alex Lins, and a few others. So these will be scattered throughout April, supposedly throughout April and touching on May.
Nice. I just find it baffling that they're ending the Ultimates.
Well, I think, Leo, again, this was always the plan. Like, I think certain things, well, I think certain stories had a short, like, from what I understand, Hickman's run was always going to end at 24 issues. That was his original plan. It just so happened to be like the jewel of the line. I would say, personally speaking, this time around, Ultimate Spider-Man and Ultimates are the best two, respectfully. The others were good and entertaining. It's just like I said, those were my favorites. So, am I sad to see them go? Of course. I think the universe had so much potential, but sometimes I think sometimes it's good to leave them while you. What's that old saying, Carrie? In gambling, leave them while you're smoking. I don't know. It's like
I don't know that one.
basically like you leave while you're on top instead of when you keep going and then you're in ruin.
Yeah.
Like, was it like leave them while you're looking good?
Could be.
I have no
Leave
idea.
while you got money in your pocket.
Sure, whatever.
Let me look up Kenny Loggins' The Gambler lyrics.
Please don't. All right, so the last news image, and then we're going to get on to other fun things. More from Spider-Man, Superman, because you didn't get enough. Or is it Superman, Spider-Man? I don't know. I'm getting so confused.
You got to know when to fold them.
Yeah, so there you go. You know when to fold them. Thanks, Carrie.
You got to know when to hold them.
I've already moved on. So this is Superman, Spider-Man. So this is new artwork for Superman, Spider-Man. So you've got two new covers. So that you got Olivier Coipel. That's his cover right there. Gorgeous. And then you have Josh Middleton there, also wonderful. And then we've got some interior work. So the first one comes from Jorge Jiménez and colorist Tomeu Moret, which look at that. That's gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the other one is not going to surprise anybody about how that's going to sell like hotcakes. That's from Jim Lee and Scott Williams. So this is out March 25th, everybody, and it will sell out. So order your variants. Order your variants, order your copies now. It will sell out.
How much do you think that original art for that page by Jim Lee is going to be? Like
$10,000.
10,000 easy? Like, that's easy. I mean, that should be like,
Carrie,
at this point, Jim Lee should auction instead of price.
Carrie, Jim does commission work for no less than $2,000.
Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. $2,000, Leo. And if you want more, price goes up. Yeah.
That's for your little like 5x8 headshot.
Yeah. You should see how much he charges. I'd like you to draw a rock. Why? I'm trying to make a point.
I enjoy this cover this piece of art, by the way, because you don't often, or at least I don't often, I don't know how, I don't read as much Superman as you guys do, but the hand going over the head on the outside is rather interesting to me. Although they still included the curl.
Right.
That was like it's still there. You got to have the curl, but it's offset with the hand, and I really enjoyed that. That looked really cool.
I just have to say,
I'm excited.
When I was a kid, I was such a Superman fan that I was
you curled, didn't you?
I curled the front of my hair, and like it stayed that way up until like my 20s. Like it was, it would not go away. It was I trained my hair. Actually, I don't think I lost it until I started like not shaving, but buzzing my hair. But,
I at one point mine did the same thing, and I didn't even think it was a Superman. I thought it was like an early Matt Damon curl, boy, I missed that. But moving on, because we're not talking about
hair.
Shut up, Carrie. We're not talking about what you have abundance of, and I am not going to talk about this because it's going to only get me mad, and we're done with the news. So happy time.
I'm teasing.
So Leo, if you wouldn't mind. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for Drew's News. We really hope you liked everything. Make sure to talk to your local LCS so you don't miss anything. And hit the like and subscribe button. We would love for you to follow us as we continue our journey through 2026 with some amazing guests. If you haven't already, make sure you check out our interview this week with the writer, creator, Owen King. It was awesome. And make sure you stay tuned to check out next week when we have the amazing screenwriter, writer, Jeremy Adams coming on. It's going to be aces.
Hey, so